I didn't expect people liking like slapping wine bags and drinking out of them as much as they do, but
Did you say slapping wine bags?
I didn't know it was the thing till I came here either. People just like chug wine bags and then they slap it while they're chugging it. It's really, yeah.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's a Milkman. Right now I'm in purple and white, feeling right. Why? Because I'm reporting live to you at Western U. So listen, shout out to the all-nighter gang. We work hard, play hard, study hard, and we're going to find out what students wish they knew before coming here. Let's go. Okay, cool. So I'm here with
Sophie.
Daniel.
Julia.
Sam.
Ben.
Lay.
Chanella.
Julia.
Amanda.
Medhavi.
Christy.
Keith.
Shreya.
Mitchell.
Kira.
All right, Kara. So we're here at Western. What year are you in?
First year.
Fourth year.
I'm in my fourth year too.
Yeah, first year.
Third year at Western.
First year. We're in third year.
Yeah, third year as well.
Okay, so what's one thing that you wish you knew before coming here that you would tell yourself in the past? Who would like to tackle this first?
Choose your roommate wisely. Don't just pick someone random. Make sure you actually know the person, because I know a lot of people have random roommates and it's like they have horror stories.
Really? Can you share a horror story? You don't have to say any names, but what potential mishaps could happen if you choose the wrong roommate?
Well, one of my friends, their roommate washes raw chicken in their sink.
We wash our chicken, we put our chicken in like we saw. If you wash your chicken, let me get an amen.
I would say always try to focus on like staying true to yourself and always like keeping up with your schoolwork, but also having fun at the same time, because it's really easy to like lose focus, especially here. But overall, it's a really good school, and I would probably go here if I had to choose again.
I definitely would tell myself that class is a necessity. Like, you should go. Missing class is not good. It's never good, and yeah.
So wait, you're in university and you thought missing classes was a good idea?
I thought it was fine and that I could party and that everything would be okay if I missed class and stuff. Like, nah, like going to class is a good thing and it definitely should be done.
I would say probably like when you're trying to study and your roommates are like, yeah, let's go out. Like, it's really easy to like give in and be like, yeah, I'll do it later. And then it just piles up and it's really hard to like keep that intact.
So what is it about like the Western culture that had you missing classes and thinking that, yeah, I could miss class and it'll be okay?
Maybe it was just that like the parties were too good or the alcohol was just in my brain and I just wasn't thinking right, but it got to me. And
I didn't expect people liking like slapping wine bags and drinking out of them as much as they do, but
Did you say slapping wine bags?
I didn't know it was the thing till I came here either. People just like chug wine bags and then they slap it while they're chugging it.
Before coming to Western, I wish someone told me not to take any 8:30 classes. They're hard to get to. It's not good.
Why are 8:30 classes hard to get to here at Western?
You know why.
I don't go to Western.
Things are always happening. You never go to bed early. That's not really a thing, and getting up is hard.
So you're saying the social life is nice. There's a good social life.
Yeah, it's Western.
So any tips for a first-time wine bagger?
Breathe really deeply before you start, because you're going to have to like really hold in as much as you can. Slap. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope for the best. Don't throw up.
Everyone is here striving towards one goal, and so like we all care about each other, so it's not like a dog-eat-dog environment here. You know, I love to see it, and the profs are actually looking out for you, so don't believe your high school teachers.
Word. Hey, man, I'm not even going to touch on that.
I think the one thing that I would definitely say is that it's like very diverse, and like no matter where you're from, like you'd fit in, because I thought it would just be like one type of a crowd. So I'm kind of glad that I found the right people and like pretty happy about that.
So when you say one group of people, what group are you talking about?
I was gonna say just like, you know, white people, but I'm really happy. You know, it's good. Like I like everyone.
It's difficult. It's a bit of an adjustment as soon as you get here, but you're not the first students to do it. You won't be the last, and you just got to learn. Find a rhythm, find a schedule, find what works for you, and then stick with it. And there's lots of resources at Western, lots of different students that are all trying to achieve the same thing, same goals. So you just have to reach out to them, find study groups, find new ways to study, new ways to get involved. And yeah, I think it's just, like I said, don't get too overwhelmed and just trust the process.
Pick a res closer to the rec center because the reason I don't go, like my main excuse is that I live on the other side of campus. So pick a res.
It's too
near the
far.
rec center if you want to go to the gym.
Okay, so the rec center is a gym.
Yeah.
And so the campus is so big that if you live in a residence that's too far, chances are you're not going to work out.
Not at all.
I've gone to the gym once.
I've gone 2 times.
Okay, so how are the food options? Because clearly if you don't get to the gym, you may pack on a few pounds for some people who don't want to. So is food like healthy or what's the case?
Kind of ass.
I found that like the CAFs like in the residence like didn't have a lot of like good like options for like if you were like vegan or like vegetarian or like dairy free, and like it was a really hard time like eating around campus, especially if you're looking for like even just like healthy options like in our university community center.
I mean, like, we've lived in Asia our entire lives, so like our standards are really high, and the food here's ass.
You said you lived in Asia?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're international students or no?
Yeah, I'm half Canadian.
I'm half American.
So what did you do to basically alleviate that the lack of options?
Well, like you kind of just have to like look further. Like if you go to like the basement, you can go to like the grocery store they have there and like get like other options. Like there's ways around it. They're just like not as like accessible, but like for sure that's like a very minor flaw that the school has.
And are you two like best friends?
Yeah.
We're housemates.
So wait, how did you guys meet?
We were on the same floor in first year.
we lived on the same residence floor.
Okay, so would you say
Yeah, res is definitely a good way to meet people. First year coming in, you don't really know much people, so it's kind of you're always with them. So it's a good way to make some buddies.
Also, like the profs and the TAs they're really great with answering questions, and like if you have anything you're not sure about or anything like you have some confusion with, you can always reach out to them and they're happy to meet with you. So I think the profs and TAs do a really good job of like helping the students, especially in the like intro course in first year, because they know that it's hard and it's an adjustment. So
I had wished I had known about the sophing program before I came to Western. I really didn't know that it was such a great sense of community and family before coming here. It would have made me a lot more comfortable and I would have been a lot less scared.
you said sophing?
Yeah, like the second years, they kind of have this mentorship program. I didn't actually know that was a thing until I came to Western. I'm pretty sure it's unique to Western as well. That was really interesting and very helpful.
And so how does someone like register for that program, or is it automatic if you're a first year?
No, it's just something that happens as soon as you're in first year. You get assigned to a soph. I think it was a lot more helpful because I was in a smaller program. So our soph was very good at keeping in contact with every single person in the program. He knew us all on a name basis. So yeah, I think that's really advantageous, and it's one of the benefits of coming to Western.
Yeah, so I just like to stay active, and I played a lot of sports in high school, so I really wish I knew about the intramural league in first year. Just playing like soccer and volleyball and stuff, you really get involved and have fun on the weekend.
Okay, so does the school not like advertise that to the students about the intramurals? Is that something that you got to find out yourself?
Yeah, so I think the sign up is usually right early in September, and when you're in residence and stuff, you don't always see those ads. So just knowing about that before coming in, and then you can sign up and meet the deadline for that.
It's going to be really cold.
Are you talking about London in general or just around like the Western University area?
London in general.
So what's the best way to prepare for the weather when it gets real cold?
Lots of jackets.
And how many jackets do you have?
Like 4 or 5.
You know, in high school, your hands kind of held out throughout those 4 years, and your teachers are checking up on you and making sure you're doing your homework. But when you get to university, that all kind of goes out the window, and you know, it's your responsibility to go to class. You know, your education is in your hands. So, if you want the good marks, you have to show up to class and definitely put in the work. And like I said, like no one's really checking up on you, which is kind of a sad reality about university, but at the same time, like you're paying to be here, so it's up to you to go and get educated. So
is there something about Western that, like that just takes you away from the focus?
That depends what kind of personality you have. If you came to Western to go downtown, you know, you can certainly make it work, but at the same time, you just have to, like I said, be disciplined and, you know, maybe work hard during the week and reward yourself on the weekend. But it's a definite work hard, play hard balance. You can't necessarily just come here and expect to be in the books all week because you need a release. And if your release is going downtown, that's great. Others find themselves going to the gym, but you need a release for sure.
A good balance. That's good. That's good. All right, y'all. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about Western University. Is there something here that resonated with you, or maybe you know someone who's been to this university and you got some insight? Anyways, leave your comments in the comment box. Like, subscribe, and I'm off this. Easy, fam. So how are we doing this year? How's the Western hockey team? How's the Western sports actually? How are the teams here?
Our sports here are phenomenal. I mean, our lacrosse team has won. It was just one of my buddies was on the team walking by, and they've won the past 4 years in a row. Obviously, our football team speaks for itself, as well as I have friends on many of the teams, and they're all pretty good. So if you're coming to Western, we're good at everything. We can do academics, we can do athletics, and like I said, maybe we can do some fun downtown. So